Hi there, boys and girls. Phil Simborg again with a quiz for you. We had a Chouette yesterday in Stuart, Florida at a Jim Glover's beautiful restaurant, Cafe Bunma, some of the greatest Thai food around. We had 7 players in the Chou, and we had a lot of really interesting positions, so I took a lot of pictures. And here's the 8 that I find the most interesting that you can test yourself and see how you will do. So I'm going to make it into a slideshow. And you should pause the video and give yourself time before you see the answer, because I'm going to go through them rather quickly. And in the comments, if you'd like, I'd love to see how many you got right, and any comments or anything you want to add or any questions. But let's get started. First position, it's all money games, of course. Pardon me. I've got a cold, but not COVID. Okay, white on roll. Should white double? And if white doubles, should blue take or pass? Cube's in the center. Again, pause the video, because I'm going to go right to the answer very quickly. What would you do over the board? And the answer is, it is a double and a pass. And I honestly wasn't that sure it was a pass. And I'm pretty sure, as I recall, that this was taken in the game. I can't tell you the result. I think white just simply won the game going forward. Okay, next problem. White on roll, cube action again. If you're white, do you double? If you're blue, do you take or pass? It's sort of a prime versus prime position. Again, pause the video. I'm going to go right to the answer. It is not even a double. That surprised me. I must tell you, I doubled this. And I was pretty sure it was a take, because Stick told me all prime versus primes are takes. And but I was shocked, actually. It's a big mistake to double this. It's too soon, and blue's got plenty of counterplay here. Okay, let's move on. I got this one wrong. White to play 6-3. Obviously, there's 2 approaches. One is to run off the 18, and another one is to futz around on the other side of the board. I must tell you that if you choose to not run from the 18, the other plays are all pretty close, as far as whether you make the ace or slot the 2 and so on. But the real question is, do you run or not? Okay, the answer is, running's a big mistake. Running is a blunder. If you can't read it, it's a 0.305 error. I rolled all these out. And over the board, one of the very good players in our Chouette advocated running. And you just give blue too much chance to get back in this game. Plus the fact that with the cube in the center, by the way, I checked that, it should be in the center. You're just giving blue too much chance to double you if he hits you in points. And anyhow, it's right to stay. Don't run those checkers. I guess if blue had a blot in his inner board, that would be a big incentive to run. Okay, number 4. White on roll, cube action. Kind of a familiar position. We've seen this position or something like it quite a bit. If you can't read the pip count, blue is up 33 pips, 59 to 92. Okay. Should white double? Should blue take? What do you think? I think this is going to surprise a lot of people that this is a pass. Interesting that he has 22%. That's in very few gammons, but if you do a gammon adjusted take point, you take the 5 gammons times 0.5, drop it down to your gammon adjusted take point is around 20, and you need around 21, 22 to take the cube in a money game. So it's a pass, but actually a very big pass. And you know, I'm used to seeing it with the 2 checkers on the 8 point where you had 24 shots. You got more shots now. And with 24 shots, and he doesn't get hit, he wins by doubling out, and it is a take. because he wins about 33% of the time. But here, it is a pass. In the Chouette, everybody took. Number 5, white on roll cube action. Should white double? If you're blue, do you take or pass? Okay, the answer, it is not a double. Yeah, you can see some pretty big market losers, but not that many actually. If you have to get out of there, and even then the race is close. If you point on them with 5-3 or double 5, that's a pretty big roll, but you can still come in and maybe still have a take. You just don't have enough here to double. And over the board, this was doubled. Fun Chouette, huh? I'm making everybody's mouths water. They want to come to Florida and play in our Chouette. Okay, next position. White to play double 4s. I had this play and I played it wrong. It's one of the reasons I took a picture. I wasn't quite sure what to do. And by the way, after I made the play, Perry pointed out the right play, and he would have made the right play. And the right play is make the 9 point. I brought all 3 out from the 20. Pretty big error. The whole wrong idea in this position. You play offensively, play a priming game, hold the 2 anchors. This was a tough one for me. Now that I see it, now that I hear the answer and hear Perry explain the play, I got it. But at the time over the board, I didn't. Okay, number 7. White to play 5-1 from the bar. Well, I'm going to give you a hint. You come in with the 1. And you really only have 3 legal 5s. And people debated on all 3. You can go to the ace point, you could hit loose, or you can play 8-3. This was, I think, a very interesting play. And the right play, by the way, is much better than the other plays. One of those plays is far superior to the other 2. So I imagine really good players are going to get this right all the time. Okay, over the board, I thought 6-1 might be right. It might be interesting. It dupes 4s and holds blue in better. The people who made the play played 8-3, and they're both wrong. You hit. So why do you hit? Well, if you don't get hit back, you got a big game. And if you do get hit back, you probably have a shot at this fellow right here. And it's not real pretty, but it beats the alternatives. I hope you got this right, because this is a tough one for me. Okay, number 8, last one. This is white on roll cube action. Should white double? Should blue take or pass? It's another one that that someone got wrong over the board. And most people agreed with them when they made their decision. All right, I'm going to help you. It's clearly a double. The question is whether it's a take or not. What do you think? It is a big take. That is a surprise. I'm not surprised it's a take. I'm surprised it's a big take. I thought at the best it would be close, and I wasn't sure it might be a pass. Over the board in the Chouette, this was passed. Anyhow, I'd love to know how you did. I hope you enjoy these quizzes, and stay tuned for more. And good rolling, and be happy and healthy, everybody.